He wondered again for whom he was writing the diary, and in front of him there lay not death, but annihilation. The diary would be reduced to ashes and himself to vapor. How could you make appeal to the future when not a trace of you, not even an anonymous word scribbled on a piece of paper, could physically survive? To the future or to the past, to a time when thought is free, when men are different from one another and do not live alone. To a time when truth exists and what is done cannot be undone. From the age of solitude, from the age of Big Brother, from the age of doublethink, greetings. He was already dead, he reflected. Thought crime does not entail death. Thought crime is death. Now that he recognized himself as a dead man, it became important to stay alive as long as possible. 2 fingers of his right hand were ink-stained. It was exactly the kind of detail that might betray you. Some nosing zealot in the ministry might start wondering why he had been writing during the lunch interval, why he used an old-fashioned pen, what he had been writing. He put the diary away in the drawer. It was quite useless to think of hiding it, but he could at least make sure whether or not its existence had been discovered. A hair lay across the page ends was too obvious. With the tip of his finger, he picked up an identifiable grain of whitish dust and deposited it on the corner of the cover, where it was bound to be shaken off if the book was moved. Winston was dreaming of his mother. He must, he thought, have been 10 or 11 years old when she had disappeared. She was tall, statuesque, rather silent woman with slow movements. His father he remembered more vaguely. He remembered especially the very thin soles of his shoes. The 2 of them must evidently have been swallowed up in one of the first great purges of the 50s. His mother was sitting in some place deep down beneath him, with his young sister in her arms, a tiny, feeble baby, always silent. They were in the saloon of a sinking ship, and they were down there because he was up here. There was no reproach, either in their faces or in their hearts, only the knowledge that they must die in order that he might remain alive.